Living alive on the planet Earth is not much easy as we think. Even it's human or the king of the jungle. It doesn't matter. Surviving is all about sense, strength, speed, toxicity, bravery, unity, struggle. It's impossible to having these qualities in one species. It's difficult, but don't forget to tell us in comment box, is there any species having these all qualities? Which is the most dangerous animal on the planet Earth? Are we the most dangerous animal? What do you think? Before starting this video, we have to clear our concept about venom and poison. Venom, a toxic substance produced by some animals such as snakes, scorpions or bees that is injected into prey or an enemy chiefly by biting or stinging and has an injurious or lethal effect. Poison, a substance that through its chemical action usually kills, injures or impairs an organism. Explanations: median lethal dose. For example, the inland taipan average quantity of venom delivered 44 mg and the maximum dose is 110 mg. Fact: one bite of this snake can kill 100 fully grown mans and 250,000 mice. LD50 value in mice is 0.025 mg per kg. King cobra. It can deliver up to 420 mg venom in dry weight, 400 to 600 mg overall per bite. Fact: it can kill an elephant in one bite. LD50 value in mice is 1.5 to 1.7 mg per kg through subcutaneous injection. Let's compare these two snakes' venom toxicity. Inland taipan LD50 subcutaneous 0.025 mg per kg. Average venom bite 44 to 110 mg. King cobra LD50 subcutaneous 1.7 mg per kg. Average venom bite 400 to 600 mg. King cobra can kill an adult elephant just because of its venom quantity that is produced in a single bite. It does not mean that its venom is more toxic than inland taipan. It's all about biggest venom yield. Inland taipan lowest amount makes more kill than the Brazilian wandering spider. Phoenutria is a genus of spider in the family Stenidae of potential medical significance to humans. They are mainly found in northern South America, with one species in Central America. Members of the genus are commonly referred to as Brazilian wandering spider. Other English names include armed spider and banana spider. Description: the spider in the genus can grow to have a leg span of 13 to 18 cm. Their body length ranges from 17 to 48 mm, while some other araneomorph spider have a longer leg. The largest Phoenutria species have the longest body and the greatest body weight in this group. The characteristic defensive posture with frontal legs held high in an especially good indicator to confirm a specimen is Phoenutria, especially alongside coracular pattern. During the defensive display, the body is lifted up into an erection position. The first two pair of legs are lifted high. Behavior: wandering spiders are so called because they wander the jungle floor at night rather than residing in a lair or maintaining a web. During the day, they hide inside termite mounds, under fallen logs and rocks, in banana plants and bromeliads, and in dark and moist places in or near human dwelling. Distribution: Phoenutria are found in forests from Costa Rica southward throughout South America, east of the Andes including Colombia, Venezuela and all over the South America. These spiders acquired their other common name banana spider because it is claimed that they are occasionally found in shipment of bananas. Though the number of reports is exaggerated due to common misidentification of unrelated spider. A survey of spiders found in international shipment to North America revealed that only 7 of 135 species of spiders were Phoenutria species, 6 being Phoenutria boliviensis from bananas and 1 Phoenutria nigriventer from a shipment of electrical part. In 2005, a man was bitten bitten in Bridgewater, England by a spider in a shipment of bananas. And in 2014, a family photographed a spider that they claim was in a bunch of bananas delivered to their home. Venom. The genus Phenutria includes some of the relatively few species of spiders known to present a threat to humans. Danger to human is not merely a question of toxicity, but requires the capacity to deliver the venom. A sufficient quantity of venom, a disposition that makes a bite likely, and proximity to human habitation. The actual incidence of death or serious injury must also be considered. These spiders' wandering nature is another reason they are considered so dangerous. In densely populated areas, Phenutria species usually search for cover and dark places to hide during daytime, leading them to hide in houses, clothes, car, boats, boxes, and log piles, where they may be bite if accidentally disturbed. The death stalker, Leurus concastratus, is a species of scorpion, a member of the family Buthidae. It is also known as the Palestine yellow scorpion, Omdurman scorpion, Nakab desert scorpion, and by many other colloquial names, which generally originate from the commercial captive trade of the animal. The description: Leurus concastratus is yellow and 30 to 77 millimeters long, with an average of 58 mm, 2.3 inches. Geographic range: Leurus concastratus can be found in desert and scrubland, habitat ranging from North Africa through to the Middle East. Its range covers a wide sweep of territory in the Sahara, Arabian Desert, Third Desert, and Central Asia, from Algeria and Mali in the west through to Egypt, Ethiopia, Asia, Myanmar, and the Arabian Peninsula, eastward to Kazakhstan and western India in the northeast and southeast. In Pakistan, it founds in Balochistan and Sindh province. Death stalker's venom include chlorotoxin, cryptotoxin, scaletoxin, agitoxin types 1, 2, and 3. Hazard: the death stalker is one of the most dangerous species of scorpion. Its venom is a powerful mixture or neurotoxin with a low lethal dose. While a sting from this scorpion is extraordinarily painful, it normally would not kill a healthy adult human. However, young children, the elderly, or infirm, such as those with a heart condition and those who are allergic, are at much greater risk. Any envenomation runs the risk of anaphylaxis, a potentially life-threatening allergic reaction to the venom. The death stalker's venom uses a compound of the death stalker venom. The peptide chlorotoxin has shown potentially for treating human brain tumor. There has been some evidence to show that other components of the venom may aid in the regulation of insulin and could be used to treat diabetes. Sydney funnel web spider. The Sydney funnel web spider is a species of venomous megalomorph spider native to eastern Australia, usually found within a 100-kilometer radius of Sydney. It is a member of a group of spiders known as Australian funnel web spider. Its bite is capable of causing serious illness or death in humans if left untreated. Description: the Sydney funnel web spider is medium to large in size, with body length ranging from 1 to 5 centimeters, 0.4 to 2 inches. Both sexes are glossy and darkly colored, ranging from blue, black to brown or dark plum colored. The carapace covering the cephalothorax is mostly hairless and appears smooth and glossy. Another characteristics are finger-like spinneret at the end of their abdomen. The shorter-lived male is smaller than the female but longer-legged. The average leg length for the spider in general is 6 to 7 centimeters. Distribution and habitat. Distribution is centered on Sydney, extending north to the Central Coast and south to the Illawarra region and west to the Blue Mountain in New South Wales. The spider can be found in moist microhabitat, including under logs and foliage. Sydney funnel web spider are mostly terrestrial spider, favoring habitat with moist sand and clays. Venom. The lethal dose of venom in human is not known. The lethal dose of venom from male Sydney funnel web spider from the crab-eating macaque is 0.2 mg per kilogram. Higher figures were not found for other experimental animals such as 1.5 mg per kilogram for 2-day-old mice. The average venom yield for a male is 176 mg in doses like 5 mg per kilogram intravenously. Sydney funnel web spider venom contain a compound known as O-atracotoxin, an ion channel inhibitor, which makes the venom highly toxic for human and other primates. However, it does not affect the nervous system of other mammals. These spiders typically delivered a full antivenom when they bite, often striking repeatedly due to their defensiveness and large chitinous calicril fangs. There has been no reported cause of severin venom by a female Sydney funnel web spider. Symptoms: the bite of a Sydney funnel web spider is initially very painful with clear fang marks separated by several millimeters. The size of fangs is responsible for the initial pain. In some cases, the spider will remain attached until dislodged by shaking and flicking it off. Physically, symptoms can include copious secretion of saliva, muscular twitching, and breathing difficulties. The pufferfish. The pufferfish is a marine and estuarine fish of the order Tetrodontiformes. The family includes many familiar species variously called pufferfish, puffers, balloonfish, blowfish, blowies, bubblefish, globefish, swellfish, toadfish, toadies, and honey toad. They are morphologically similar to the closely related porcupine fish, with large external spines unlike the thinner hidden spines of the Tetrodontidae, which are only visible when the fish have puffed up. Description: they are typically small and medium in size, although a few species can reach length greater than 100 cm (39 inches). Their distribution: they are most diverse in the tropics, relatively uncommon in the temperate zone, and completely absent from cold waters. Most pufferfish species live in marine or brackish water, but some can enter fresh water. About 35 species spend their entire life cycle in fresh water. These freshwater species are found in disjunct tropical region of South America, Africa, and Southeast Asia. Their diet: pufferfish diets can vary depending on their environment. Traditionally, their diet consists mostly of algae and small invertebrates. They can survive on a completely vegetarian diet if their environment is lacking resources, but puffer an omnivorous food selection. Larger species of pufferfish are able to use their beak-like front teeth to break open clams, mussels, and other shellfish. The poison of pufferfish: fishermen handpick a puffer from his day's catch to prevent poisoning. Turquoise Bay Lagos: pufferfish can be lethal if not served properly. Puffer poisoning usually results from consumption of incorrectly prepared puffer soup, fugu, chiri, or occasionally from raw puffer meat, sashimi, fugu, while chiri is much more likely to cause death. Sashimi fugu often causes intoxication, lightheadedness, and numbness of the lip. Pufferfish tetrodotoxin deadens the tongue and lip and induces dizziness and vomiting, followed by numbness and prickling over the body. Rapid heart rate, decreased blood pressure, and muscle paralysis. The toxin paralyzes the diaphragm muscle and stops the person who has ingested it from breathing. People who live longer than 24 hours typically survive, although possibly after a coma lasting several days. The Lonomia obliqua, the giant silkworm moth, a name also used for a wide range of other sternid moths, is a species of sternid moth from South America. It is famous for its larval form rather than the adult moth, primarily because of the caterpillar defense mechanism, articulating bristles that inject a potentially deadly venom. The caterpillar has been responsible for many human deaths, especially in southern Brazil. Its venom has been the subject of numerous medical studies. Description: these caterpillars are about 4.5 to 5.5 centimeters, about 2 inches long, with background colors ranging from green to brown, well camouflaged. The discovery: caterpillars of many species can cause irritation by their hollow body hairs that envenom or detach easily, or can be poisonous if ingested. However, prior to investigation into Lonomia caterpillars, it was not known that caterpillars could produce toxin, which in sufficient quantities could kill a human being. Lonomia obliqua is found in the south of Brazil in the state of Rio Grande do Sul, Santa Catarina, and Paraná. The species appears to be spreading to the southeast of Brazil, and recent accidents with the species were reported in the state of Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, and Minas Gerais. Lonomia obliqua is also found in Uruguay, Paraguay, and Argentina. Toxicity of their venom: Lonomia obliqua has a toxic venom which causes disseminated intravascular coagulation and a consumptive coagulopathy, which can lead to a hemorrhagic syndrome. The toxin are stored in sac at the base of each spine. As the spine penetrates the victim, venom flows through the hollow bristles and into the puncture wounds. It was discovered that the toxin in the caterpillar skin held potent anti-clotting agent. This anti-clotting agent would attach to another protein of the body cells and cause them to leak as blood is unable to clot. This internal bleeding would fill the surrounding tissue with bruised blood. This internal bleeding spread through the internal organs and eventually lead to compression and brain death. This accounts for the minimum of 500 deaths resulting from contact with Lonomia obliqua caterpillar. The poison only takes effect in fairly large amount in order to experience the extreme effect caused by the toxin. A human victim would probably not to be stung at least 20 to 100 times because each sting only injects a minute amount of venom. Of the 26 species of the genus Lonomia found on the American continent, only Lonomia obliqua and Lonomia achlos have caused several reactions leading to hemorrhagic syndrome. The treatment: while there are many reported causes of serious injuries and fatalities, there are not many records of proper treatment should an individual be stung.